Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is Emily, and we're here in our lab at Chemical Insights, and we're going to be conducting an experiment to learn how the chemicals in vapes affect the health of our cells. So here we have two flasks. Each one contains yeast and a mix of sugar and water. And the reason we're using yeast is because yeast cells are really similar to human cells, because both yeast and human cells undergo a process called cellular respiration, where they can use sugar, which is in the flasks, to produce energy. So what do you have, Emily?
Here in flask 2, we're going to add a contaminant known, or a toxin known as copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is similar to what you'd find in vaping. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare what happens for flask 1, which is our healthy cells, and flask 2, where we have a toxin similar to what we see in vaping.
So now we're going to add balloons to these flasks because as the yeast produce energy, they release a gas called carbon dioxide that should help fill up these balloons. Right, so this is our healthy cells. These are our cells with a toxin, so we'll come back in a few minutes and see what happens.
All right, here we are 40 minutes in, and let's see how we're doing. So as you can see, our healthy cells on the left-hand side are producing more of the carbon dioxide, and our unhealthy cells that have been exposed to a toxicant are producing less carbon dioxide. So here we have, with the healthy cells, they are producing more, or they're doing a better job with cellular respiration than our unhealthy cells that are being exposed to the toxicant. So we want to see this. All right, we're about an hour into the process, and if we look at our flasks over here, we can see that our healthy cells in flask 1 were able to blow this balloon up more. Why do we think that is?
So it looks like our healthy cells were able to undergo cellular respiration and produce energy as usual. So they produced a lot of gas to blow up this balloon. But these cells that were mixed with our toxin here were not able to produce as much energy. So the balloon stopped growing.